Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our session. Today, we have a very awesome personality with us, an author, and a book that is quite different from what we have discussed earlier. The book is about programming, and it is Swift programming. The book is written by Sridhar Rao Muthineni, and he has extensive experience in mobile app development, and that's why this book can be very credible for you. His background is in various sectors, including healthcare and enterprise, informs the practical examples and case studies throughout the text. So, in this book, this is very beginner friendly. This is going to be very beginner friendly. You will know from basic to the all the things that is required. And as I'm also not from the technical field, so it's better to know from Sridhar that how this books is going to help you. So Sridhar, welcome to this session. We are really happy to have you here with us.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm also very happy and happy to share my experience with the audience.
Yeah, right. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate you that you have published this book.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Uh, so Sridhar, the first question to begin with, I would like to ask you, uh, like today we see different kind of medium of learning. Like we have YouTube, we have different sorts of educational videos, different courses. So why did you choose to write a book on this on this topic? Do you think that this is more like this is a better way of learning than watching videos or doing other things?
Okay. So this book, The Swift Programming for a Beginners.
Hmm.
So this is like a book written by the developer with his own experiences.
Hmm.
So every developer will face a lot of challenges while learning the new programming language.
Hmm.
Including when they try to run something, they will run into issues and how to debug or how to understand the code in a better way. What is the best way to understand easily? So, so it is like a programming language combined with a developer experience and developer learnings.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I have around 19 years of the IT experience, including around 15 to 16 years on the mobile. I started my uh, IT journey with Macintosh application development in the around 2005 year,
Hmm.
and then I switched my career to the iOS when Apple introduced a iOS operating system
Hmm.
and the initial version of iPhones around 2008 2009 time frame. Then I started my mobile application journey from there. So I started yeah, initially we started with the Objective C. Objective C is the actual programming language for the iOS. Then now we have a Swift. Swift is like a more modern programming language to do the same thing, which is introduced by the Apple. So uh, this includes a lot of more modern syntaxes and easy to understand, easy readable syntaxes, and any new uh, developers who wants to learn this can quickly easily understand the code by looking at the code without worrying too much about the syntax and semantics of a programming language.
Okay. Sridhar, what do you think a beginner faces the most when they start their coding journey? Because you have a very extensive experience in this field. You said
Mm.
that you used to work in mobile application, now you have shifted to Apple, iOS. So, what your experience is?
Okay, so I mean, in the generally the developers will face a New learners will face challenges like it is sometimes it is hard to understand some of the syntaxes and those things. So some people are not able to even understand the syntax or some of the concepts in general by going through the different books. But this book will help them to understand in a better way with the right examples and more practical coding examples on every concept. Uh, and yeah, they have a easy way to learn any new concept.
Definitely. So, Sridhar, is coding is something that you are very passionate about, or is just your profession?
Yeah, I'm very passionate about the um, different technologies. I am a continuous, I can
Hmm.
call by as a continuous learner. So I keep on learning new things on the technology field. It can be a mobile applications or the one iOS or Android or a different cross platforms like Xamarin, Flutter, and React Native. So I have a good experience on the different technology. So I'm a like continuous learner, like a student. So I'm a yeah, ever learning student. I can call myself
That's
as a student with a different. Yeah.
That's really great to hear because I have felt that after the age people stop learning new things, and
Mm.
that's quite opposite in your case, and I'm really glad to meet such personality. And when we talk about coding as like your passion, but in India we see a trend nowadays, like even all the technical background students, the engineering students, I would say preferably, they don't see the career growth in other fields, and then they choose like this technical coding or whatever we say, and we see you're very inclined towards the computer science background nowadays in India. I don't know whether you know about this or not. So, is this also going to be helpful for them, the student? Because I have met few of the students who are from, let's say, civil engineering background, but you would find them programming 24/7 at their hostel room with their friends. So, is this also going to be helpful for them?
Yes, in terms of the
Hmm.
information technology area, I think the mobile is the one of the
Hmm.
emerging technology. Mobile, I think, along with the mobile, there are other emerging technologies like AI and
Hmm.
cloud. So mobile is also equally emerging technology, combining with the power of AI as well as some of the cloud capabilities. And
Hmm.
mobile is more flexible. So I mean, the most now all the web applications are turned into mobile application because it is more flexible. User
Hmm.
can try it from their just device on their hands. They don't need to do anything on top of the system or anything, right? So like yeah, mobile is also one of the emerging technology across the IT.
Right. So, Sridhar, I'd like to ask you, when did you actually started writing this book?
Oh, I started writing like a bits and pieces. So whenever I have some time, I started adding some things to the my book. I So this journey started like maybe 2 or 3 years back. I keep on updating the book to meet the more current standards. Uh, so I keep on writing, and then when I feel like this is the good content for a new developer, that I reached out to publishing agencies, and then I published this book.
Yeah. Uh, so when we talk about this AI world today, there are a lot of things. I don't have much knowledge about coding field, but from
Mm.
my things that's very relevant to me, I'm just giving you some examples. That earlier we used to have a lot of graphic designers, this and that. But we have all of this kind of softwares today. We have all AIs. AI can create it in a minute or in a second, you would say. So when we talk about coding, how this is affecting the coding fields, the AI nowadays.
AI is affecting. So recently, I think some of the GitHub and some of the platforms introduced a
Mm,
Copilot. Copilot is like our pair programmer to the
mm,
developer. So developer can take some help from the AI Copilot tools, which
mm,
will give a majority of the syntax. Developers need to use it for their custom needs. So
mm,
AI can give a generic way of expressing the same thing. So if our application needs a different way, maybe developer need to slightly modify that code to
mm.
suit their needs in general. So AI is like a helping the everyone, developers and different people around the world. So by creating a more mature models day over day, so it can the Copilot is one of the good example which can give a good amount of code, anything which will help the developers in writing a better code.
Right. And the fear of replacement, like that's very, I would say, popular nowadays, that AI will replace the developers. So, do you also have any say in that?
AI may reduce the some of the developers, but not completely replace
Hmm.
at this time because the AI code is not 100% matured. It is,
Hmm.
I mean, maybe 60 to 70%. I mean, reduces the effort by 60 to 70%.
Hmm.
But as the AI progresses with the matured models, that can reduce some of the jobs. But again, there can be more work for the IT with for improving the AI models or developing a more AI models. Yeah, so there can be one or other domain where we have IT has a good amount of work, but yeah, may not be. I think all the developers who wants to come to the IT side, be ready to learn new technologies, new developments across any technology, so
Right.
that they can survive and be ready to face anything, learn anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, Sridhar, when we start this book, reading this book, Sweet Programming for Beginners, so is it really for beginners who is beginning in this field? Like they are not exposed to like coding before, or it's just
Mhm.
someone who has to know very basic about before starting this book.
Yeah, so it also helped the experienced developers to gain the more advanced concepts, but it starts with the basic concept, the foundation concepts.
Hmm.
So I think some of the foundation concepts, if somebody with experience developer wants to go through this, yeah, they may feel some of the it may be repetitive for them,
Hmm.
but this book also covers advanced concepts like async programming and some of those advanced concepts which will help the experienced developers to gain more in-depth knowledge, and yeah, that will help them to build their better apps.
Yes, right. So when we talk about this book, so do you have any expectations from your readers, and do you have any kind of any sort of target audience for this book, or it can be read by anyone?
Yeah, it can be read by anyone, so but more useful for the beginners, so they can easily understand. So that is the reason
Hmm.
I I intended to keep the title as a targeted with the beginners, programming for
Hmm.
beginners. But yeah, this can be useful for everyone, all the developers who wants to learn or who wants to advance their knowledge.
And did you have anyone while writing this book to have a look on and who could give a very critical review of whatever you have written in your book?
Yes. So yeah, this book is reviewed by some of my colleagues who are working on the similar domain. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, they reviewed the book and they said it's good. So I also, yeah, I'm planning to go to some of the university professors to ask for their feedback so that it is more useful for the universities, or if any university wants to take this book as their course or something, that they can maybe useful for them.
Yes, right. So if I'm not wrong, is this your first book that you published?
Yes, so this is my first book. I
Okay.
plan to put more
Hmm.
good books. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So whenever you published a book, you're a published author now. So how is that feeling? Like you just wrote this book because it came to your mind, but did you have any plan of writing a book since childhood or since say you were a student?
Uh, no, I have a plan of helping my fellow developers. I also write blogs, so I have a habit of writing a blog. So after a couple of blogs, I thought, okay, to maybe write. Then I thought writing the book for the helping the new developers who wants to learn, and maybe I want to help them
Right.
to gain the more better knowledge.
Yes, yes. So what do you expect from your readers?
Yeah, so after reading this book, so they should be able to understand the good foundation
Hmm.
concepts are Swift, and they should be able to do advanced concepts. So I think any programming language, learning any new programming language requires a consistent practice. So as we practice, we will be become a more good at the concepts what we learn. So the what we practice is what we understand more better.
Yeah, right. So, Sridhar, let's say this books get a lot of success. Okay. So,
Mhm.
can we expect more books on programming in future from you?
Sure, yeah, yeah. I plan to bring more uh, books on the maybe Swift or advanced version of Swift, and
Mm.
different topics around what I am more familiar.
Right. And I also believe this is going to be really helpful for everyone. And for me, I would definitely give a read. It's not my field, but also sometimes it feels like the fear of missing out something. So I definitely have a look properly. And I believe that, yeah, this is going to be really helpful for all the people who is struggling with coding and they feel like it's a big rock. So everyone, please give it a read. You can find the book on Amazon, on our website as well, and just yeah, read it out because it's never going to cause you anything. You will rather gain some knowledge from a very fundamentals. So Sridhar, do you have anything to say to your readers as your ending note?
Uh, yeah, yeah. This book is really helpful if somebody wants to learn the iOS app development. So please read the book, and if there are any comments, please share it with me. I'm happy to improve if there are any areas for improvement. I'm happy to get the feedback. Yeah, if you need something, if you feel this book is really helping you, please share the feedback.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, happy and all the feedback. So that will be really helpful, and that will make me more happy, as
Right,
it is helping the fellow developers.
right. And so we were also happy to have you here, Sridhar. And I think we had some sort of conversation which can be easily grasped by our audience, and they will definitely read the book. And I believe reading the book is more beneficial if you just watch our video, that is not enough because we didn't provide any information regarding coding here. So we better appreciate if you go and read the book. This is really going to be helpful for you. And at this moment, I really like to thank every reader, every audience who is watching this video. And we will come up with more videos like this in future. Till then, read our books and just let us know what do you think about those books in the comments. So thank you everyone for being here with us.
Thank you.